What is productivity? How can you increase productivity? Watch to see who gains and who loses from increasing productivity. The Canadian Foundation for Economic Education and the Joint Council on Economic Education present Trade-Offs.
You're a winner, whatever you do, you know it seems like the world is looking at you. People are watching, they're waiting for you, hoping to see the new hero. It's making you nervous, but what can you do? Isn't it?
Hey, Stanley, how's it going? Hello.
Thing you
Yeah.
do?
Right.
You're a winner, that's your reward.
Thank you very much, Rita. Very nice.
Thank you, Harry.
Yeah.
Here's your milk, Rita. An ice cream's coming up.
How about a piece of that apple pie, Barb?
Only got 2 hands on. Ricky,
Ricky,
I want you...
never mind that now. Listen, you take care of this thing here. I'll help your mother. Come on, Barb. We'll get this thing straightened out. I'll see what you got. All right, Barbara, what is it you want me to move now?
I'd like you to put these here. Stan? Stan?
Daddy? How you feeling, Daddy?
How are you, dear?
Oh, I felt better. Minnie, the meat come?
Hey, forget the meat. You don't work for some time. You rest.
You gotta do what the doctor says, Daddy.
I will, honey, I will. So, Barbara, how much business today? Did it burn down or what?
Stan, we've made a decision.
Dad, I'm going to run the business until you're better.
He was going to take over sooner or later. It was part of the plan. Better now than after you've killed yourself.
Why you worry so much about his college? Just so he could be a sandwich maker?
Well, it doesn't look like I got too much to say about this.
You could say no.
No, son. I won't say no.
Hello, Mrs. Jonas. First customer of the day. Where have you been lately?
Well, I don't get to eat out much anymore. Everything gets more and more expensive, but my pension stays the same.
It isn't easy, is it?
Is it too early to get a sandwich?
For you? No. I'll make it myself. What'll it be?
Actually, I just want half a roast beef sandwich. Your daddy does that for me. He lets me pay half price. It saves me some money, you know.
Well, between you and me, I could arrange to get you a whole sandwich for half the price.
Oh, no, I only want what I pay for.
Okay. Of course, there's no telling how much roast beef you can get in half a sandwich.
I'll lock up. You go home.
I haven't finished with the invoices yet.
What are you trying to prove?
Nothing, Vinny.
But I see you worked 70 hours last week. All day, every day. Hey, you want to end up like your father?
I've got a lot of responsibility now. I mean, it was easy to say I was going to run the business, but now I have to do it.
But business is good. Don't worry so much.
But I want business to be better, Vinny. Much better. I want to increase productivity in this restaurant.
Productivity. Why all of a sudden do we need to change things after 37 years?
Because that's my job, to increase productivity.
Grow. All you want's a quick buck. So pretty soon we got this productivity. And we're a real big operation. But will you have time for your customers anymore? No.
Vinny, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. Increasing productivity doesn't necessarily mean we've got to grow.
Listen, I'm not dumb. When you increase something, you get bigger, no?
No, Vinny. If we can increase productivity, we can conserve. You know, conservation. We might be able to use less time and less food to serve the same number of people. That way, we all might be able to have some more free time, so we don't end up like Dad. Let me give you an example. Now, you make about 200 salads per day, right?
Yeah, so?
So it takes you 30 seconds to make each salad, right? Wow, that's an hour and 40 minutes you spend making salads every day. Over 11 hours per week.
So?
Well, it's the same with the waitresses. Altogether, I figure they spend maybe 5 hours each week just going to and fro to the kitchen getting salads.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Well, not if we make a salad bar, Vinny. Then the customers make the salads. Plus, they serve themselves. We'd only have to spend a little bit of time making sure the salad bar was stocked.
So, maybe the customers don't want to run around making salads.
Maybe, but not likely. What is likely, though, is that we'll sell the same number of salads, but we'll save time because the customers will serve themselves. Well, it's more efficient. Well, that's increased productivity, Vinny, but not growth. See, it's the same output, but for less input. We'll be conserving, not growing, and then we'll have time for other things.
What are we supposed to do with all our extra time?
Well, we could serve our customers faster, maybe lower our prices.
Listen, you figure out this whatever it is, the mo. I'm going home.
Good night, Vinny.
Good night.
Oh, Ma, I don't want you to put the soft drinks in the fridge anymore.
So how do we get them cold?
We don't. I'm even thinking of selling that old fridge out back. We don't need it. Well, look, we put ice in the drinks anyway, right?
Yes.
So, let the ice make the drinks cold. I figure we can save $35 a month on electricity, plus some time and not having to load this fridge. Same output, but for less input.
That's a good idea. Then maybe we can get some new menus?
David, haven't you heard about the new policy yet? No more deliveries unless you've got at least 3 orders, okay?
How come?
Well, it'll just save you a lot of time, all right?
Sure, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Why not, Vinny? Why not?
Because anything that cooks a chicken in seconds gives me the heebie-jeebies, okay?
But why use that old oven when the microwave can cook the same amount of meals in less time? And it'll save on electricity. Well, it's a waste to...
A waste? You ask Joe Delgado, or Billy Preston, or anybody else you like, if my chicken they've been eating and paying for all these years is a waste.
Vinny, believe me, they'll still buy and eat your chicken if you cook it in the microwave. But it'll take you less time, and it'll save on electricity. It's the same output, but for less input.
Don't get too big for your britches.
Just try it, okay, Vinny?
All right. I'll try it. But it makes me nervous all the same. Inputs, outputs, outputs, input. We're talking about a little hole-in-the-wall restaurant. Decent food, decent prices, some nice people around.
I don't know what to tell you, Vinny, but his ideas are working. Do you know about the onions? You used to put onions in every salad, right? Half would be wasted because the customer didn't want them. But with Ricky's salad bar, only the customers who like them take them. And we've saved a lot of money on onions alone this month. But we've served the same amount of salads.
But you gotta think of the bad side, too. Some of the customers tell me they don't like to make their own salads. They come to a restaurant for service, not exercise.
I think about it, Vinny. Ricky tells me the good and the bad sides of his ideas.
Still making me nervous with all the changes. Maybe I'm getting too old.
So how do you like the microwave?
Roast beef baltos, 2 eggs fried, 1 cup of coffee, a coconut pie, 1 bowl of soup, make it a stew, hamburger, steak, and Irish stew.
Salads, cold drinks, sandwich deliveries, and cooked chickens are output. Work hours, electricity, and onions are input. Output per unit of input is productivity. If we get the same number of salads with fewer work hours, that is an increase in productivity. If we get the same number of salads with fewer onions, that is an increase in productivity. If we get more sandwiches delivered on each trip, that is an increase in productivity. If we get the same number of chickens cooked in less time and with less electricity, that is an increase in productivity. Increased productivity can help hold down prices to customers. And increased productivity can help raise the pay of some workers. But increased productivity can also force some workers to change jobs. Watch.
Yeah, that's good. And the cheese? Uh-huh. Yeah, I need some ham. Yeah, the big one. Yeah, 19, 20 pounds, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I don't put you, okay? I was noticing, what's Rita doing reading during work?
Well, you run the business so smoothly now, dear, that there isn't much left for her to do. Janie and Claire handle this shift pretty well by themselves.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's almost 4, Rick. I'm heading out.
Rita, I've been meaning to talk to you.
What about?
Well, to be blunt, I think I'm going to have to lay you off.
You don't need me anymore?
Well, Janie and Claire have been with us for a long while, and the business is running okay with just the 2 of them on this shift.
I see. When should I leave?
Well, that's up to you. Sorry, Rita.
Ricky just fired me.
What?
Ricky just fired me.
Why'd he do that?
He said there's not enough work for me anymore.
This place isn't that great anyway. You can stay till you find another job.
Ricky didn't say that.
He wants you to leave now?
I wish I knew.
Yeah, that'll just be about 5 minutes, okay?
So, where's your cigar, boss?
What's eating you?
Rita.
I had to do it, Vinny. Things are running so efficiently now, we only need Janie and Claire on this
Oh,
shift.
that's fine and wonderful. Your efficiency isn't helping Rita any, is it now? Just you and that almighty adding machine.
Now, that's not fair, Vinny, and you know it. Now, everybody got a raise here last week, and do you know where it came from? It came from increasing productivity.
You and your productivity. You just can't fire people like that. Rita needs time to find another job. You gotta give her 2 weeks' notice. And what about severance pay and vacation pay? Sure, those are losses to you. But what about her loss? She's without a job.
Listen, Vinny, this business pays into social insurance, workman's compensation, unemployment insurance, health insurance for all its employees. Okay, look, I'll get on this thing with Rita for you.
That's right. You'll get on it.
Vinny, it's almost 4 o'clock.
Listen, you owe me plenty vacation time, and I need some of it right now.
Vinny? David? Vinny's gone home. Can you handle the kitchen tonight?
Sure. Glad to. I'm good, you'll see.
Good, thank you.
So, Rita got a job at Colby's, huh?
Yeah, things seem to be working out okay for her. In fact, she says she's making better money. We're still friends.
Well, Vinny was wrong for getting all steamed up. But he's a good man. He just likes things to be fair, that's all.
Dad, I've been meaning to talk to you about Vinny.
Son, I know what you're going to say, and the answer has got to be no. Vinny's like family.
But, Dad, it was like the difference between night and day with David in the kitchen. He's an excellent cook, and he's so fast, it's frightening. For the same amount of money we're paying Vinny, David could do 3 times the work.
But Vinny, what is Vinny going to do if we get rid of him? He's been a cook all his life.
Rita got another job.
Vinny's old. Who's going to give an old-timer like Vinny a job? He's got too much pride for any kind of job retraining, and he's been a cook all his life, and a good one. It's going to be much harder for him to adjust than Rita.
Dad, his pension's better than yours. You know what we're paying in. And the government will pay his Social Security and his medical care. He's past retirement age. He won't be hurting.
Now, you know Vinny better than that. He wants to work.
Well, he could still come around and talk to his friends.
I know, but this is different.
Dad, we've got to start thinking about our customers. I mean, if food prices keep going up and we don't increase productivity, we're going to have to raise our prices. And then what happens to people like Mrs. Jonas? Already she doesn't come in as much as she used to. You know she lives on a fixed income. And you, more than anyone, knows how much eating out every once in a while means to her.
Son, I just don't know about all this. I really and truly don't.
The content of Trade-Offs was developed entirely with funds from a consortium of 46 state and provincial education agencies. Other funds for Trade-Offs were provided by these foundations and corporations. This program was produced by the Filmworks for the Ontario Educational Communications Authority. Animated segments produced by Goldschall and Associates. Under the supervision of AIT, the Agency for Instructional Television.